What's up, going on, B-Town? It's middle of the week, hump day as we call it, but we're going to hump together as we learn more about what's going on in our community with another edition of Community Connection. My name is Erik Fox here at the studios of Energy 95.3. Other side of the screen, going to be joined by Michelle Avila, who is the executive director of the Kern County Cancer Foundation. We're going to be talking about Picnic in the Park today. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you, Erik.
I think the coffee has finally kicked in because I feel myself talking a little way too fast, like I'm trying to sell Mike Machines or FedEx. I'm going to slow down a little bit as we talk about something that is very serious. Not to make light of things, but I think it's something that has affected so many people in this life, in this world. I know I've definitely been affected by it. And a great organization, the Kern County Cancer Foundation, coming up this weekend. You guys actually have. We know about Campout for Cancer or
Yes.
Against Cancer.
Mhm.
Nothing's for cancer. Everything's against cancer.
Exactly.
But this might be something in which people don't know about, and that's Picnic in the Park. What can you tell us about that?
Well, this is actually a brand new event for us. And what it is, it's a kickoff for the campout that's going to occur in March. So, Campout's Picnic in the Park is an opportunity for people who may not know about Campout, haven't been involved, to come and get like little highlights of what the big event is going to hold in March, and also have conversations with us about how they want to be involved, kind of calm their fears about how much commitment there is, and get an understanding of why we're doing what we're doing and who we're doing it for. So we invite the entire community to come. It's free and open to the public. Children, adults, it doesn't matter. Come out to the Stramler Park 10 to 4 this Saturday and meet with one of us and talk about maybe your experience with cancer, your family's experience, and join in our fight together.
Now you mentioned who's it for and what's it for, and I think we need to bring that back up a little bit because maybe people have not heard of the Kern County Cancer Foundation
Mhm.
and kind of what you guys do for our community.
Okay. So this month, we're actually celebrating our 10-year anniversary as a Kern County Cancer Foundation. And what we do is we pay for medical bills related to patients' treatment. So it has to be someone from Kern County. They can be treated anywhere, but they have to be a resident of Kern County and demonstrate a financial need. And from there, we will help and pay up to $50,000 per person in a lifetime to be able to take care of their treatment bills, their chemo, their surgeries, etc. So oftentimes people don't think they would qualify, but our organization was really made for like the middle class, for the person who was the breadwinner in their family or owned their own business, and now they can't work as much. They have to take time off. They have to go on disability. They can't pay their COBRA insurance. And so we'll take care of that for them during this time. And so we have some patients who have been in our program and we've kept them survivors and going for 9 years. And they've been on treatment that entire time for different reasons. And we've paid out over $30,000 on their behalf.
And this is all locally focused.
It is. It's all locally focused and it's all locally funded. So we depend on events like the Campout, and we depend on teams coming together and doing small fundraisers, a couple $100, $1,000. And it doesn't have to be, oh, we need you to throw $100,000 event. It's not like that at all. I mean, that's nice. But if someone just has a yard sale and donates $500, that helps someone pay for their medication. I mean, that literally translates into that for a patient who needs it at this moment, who maybe is skipping and kind of making their medication last longer because they can't afford the next month. And so that's what Campout's about. And that's what our organization's about.
Once again, we're joined today by Michelle Avila here on Energy Community Connection, the executive director of the Kern County Cancer Foundation, talking about the kickoff going on this week in the Picnic in the Park. Now, the kickoff, so this is kind of the beginning of the prep work because we're used to that big event, but there's a lot of prep work that really goes into it, right?
Yes, there is. And we really need more teams. We need more community members, more companies to be involved because the need is continuing to grow. So in the last 10 years, we have committed over $4 million to local cancer patients. Actually, over 800 local cancer patients have benefited from our program. And to be honest, there's over 3,000 people diagnosed each year in Kern County with cancer. And so there are so many more who need our help, maybe weren't aware that we provide what we provide, or like I said, didn't think that they would be eligible. So we're really trying to encourage people to, if you have a need, don't stress about the finances. Don't forego treatment because you're worried about paying your rent or mortgage. Pay your rent or mortgage. We'll take care of that financial stress of the treatment. But in order to do that, we need to replenish our funds constantly. So like I said, little events, coming together, starting this Saturday, whatever little donations that can be made, we appreciate it. It all goes to be able to help our patients.
Let's talk about the big event. Obviously, it's going on March. I have notes. I know
Yes.
things. Let's talk about that big event going on in March. What is it? Where is it? And kind of everything involved with it.
Okay, so our camp out is coming back March 18th, and it's actually going to be at Stramler Park again. We used to have it at the Kaiser Sports Village, which they were so generous and accommodating, but we wanted to try maybe a more central location like Stramler to get more involved from our community in the event. And so at that, it's kind of like a 24-hour live music. Challenges, cornhole tournaments, tents, the whole bit. And you don't have to camp out in a tent. You can RV it or go home and come back. But it's just the opportunity for people to really dedicate that time to really focus on supporting our survivors. And at that event, we have a big survivor celebration. We usually have a couple hundred cancer survivors come out and participate in that. Some newly diagnosed who just need someone to talk to who's been through it, and it gives that opportunity as well as other components.
It's going to be a great event. I've been out there a couple times, and I cannot wait to be a part of it once again. The big kickoff, once again, brand new, starts this weekend. Picnic in the park. More information. How can people get involved?
Well, they can go to our website, campoutagainstcancer.org. And on it has information regarding this Saturday. Like I said, you don't have to register. You can just show up to Stramler between 10 and 4, and we'll welcome you there. It's free. You can bring your blanket and your sack lunch, or you can purchase. We have food trucks that are going to be there as well, so can participate that way. But then on our website, it also gives you an opportunity to register for the March event. And so that's ultimately what we'd like people to do, and start thinking about that now and start planning whatever. We've had people do little dance parties in February. I mean, you'll be amazed at how much fun it is to plan something and what difference it makes in someone's life. Beyond our assistance with finances, we also transport children with cancer. So there isn't a treatment facility in town. There's nowhere for them to go here. They have to go up to Madera or down to LA. And it's very expensive with gas right now. And also, people don't realize that usually a parent has to quit their job because they need to be with the child taking them to their treatment. So not only do they have extra expenses, but they also have a loss in income. And so we support those families fully and assist them, and have been assisting them all this time. And so, you figure, oh, well, whatever I do, whatever event I hold, it's only going to raise a couple $100. What difference is that going to make? It makes a huge difference. That is a trip for a child. That is a shuttle. That is, a couple of gas cards for them to be able to make a few trips that week. So we just encourage everybody to volunteer, form a team, just find out how they want to participate and take that step. It's not hard.
It's like that little pebble that starts at the top of the mountain. It gains some snow. All of a sudden, you got a big old snowball rolling down where all that matters and all that comes together.
Right. Well, like, for instance, Rick Kreiser, he runs Guitar Masters in town. It's a local kind of music group. And he started an event a few years ago, and the first year it raised $5,000, which is amazing. We were so grateful for that. And it's a Christmas benefit that he does. It's called Christmas with the Cranktones. Well, then over the years, it's raised, I think last year it raised over $70,000, the very same event. And it's just grown. And that 5,000 turned into that, and that money is so significant for our program. So there's just various ways people can get started with something they love, like music or dancing or baking. It doesn't matter. There's a way to be able to get involved and feel like you have some control over this disease, whether it be you yourself that's being affected or a family member.
I think that's so important. Get involved and find that control, because sometimes when you have someone in your life that's dealing with this, it's trying to find that control, and you can get back that control with just the little actions like that. I love it.
Exactly. That's how I got involved. My dad was a cancer patient, and he was doing well, and I was so grateful. So I wanted to give back. So I started volunteering, and this is when I was in college in Los Angeles, and it just became my life's work. I became so passionate about giving to these families going through cancer treatment that it helped me to heal while I was going through the trauma of what was going on with my father. So I personal experience from it. I've seen it so many others who are currently volunteers and support us. And so I encourage people to just give it a try.
Well, thank you for everything that you do. I know you're not looking for praise, but thank you so much for everything you do. Michelle Avila, Executive Director from the Kern County Cancer Foundation, joined us today. And once again, coming up this weekend, once again, picnic in the park, date, time, info, all the little fun W's. What are they again?
So it's this Saturday, October 29th at Stramler Park in Bakersfield. We'll be there from 10 to 4. There's a costume contest. So for kids or adults with great prizes, there's a laser tag, there's challenges, food trucks, video game trucks. So come out, be a part of it. It's free, open to the public. Just show up.
It's going to be a blast. So once again, this weekend, be out there. Michelle, thank you once again. I appreciate the time.
Thank
My
you.
name is Erik Fox. This has been another edition of the Energy Community Connection. We'll catch you next time right here with Energy 95.3.